Welcome to the Arrington Gavin Show. Real talk, big opinions, and fearless conversations. From the front lines of politics to the latest in pop culture. From breaking sports headlines to the stories that move the world. Nothing's off limits, and nobody's holding back. Arrington Gavin is here to break it down, build it up, and keep it all the way real. So turn it up, lean in, and let's get into it. This is the Arrington Gavin Show.
Hey, family. Welcome to our Christmas Eve show. I am recording this today because simply we're all anticipating a wonderful Christmas with our loved ones, with all the stuff happening in the world. I'm just thrilled I want to do this recording on our we've mentioned on our social media that we will be taking a break until Monday. I believe this Monday, December 29th. So we're going to be off from doing off our platforms until then. But and so I really had said starting on Tuesday, starting yesterday, we were going to be off. But I just wanted to put this out here, man, just again to have some fun with you all. We're not really on a set time, so I don't know how long we're gonna do this episode, but it was just on my heart because I'm here visiting family here in South Carolina. The weather's beautiful and everybody's is just in such a great mood, right? Christmas is a time to have family, gather around with your family, your loved ones, not just celebrating, gifts, but also just the fellowshipping, right? Being with each other, family traditions, whether it's watching certain, Christmas movies that you thrilled to watch, or listening to Christmas songs, Christmas baking, the whole nine yards. Everything is a tradition, right? Everything always goes down during the holiday season. So on today's show, we're just going to have fun with it. We're going to talk about the top Christmas movies. We're going to talk about top Christmas songs. We're even going to talk about if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yeah, I'll give you my take on that. Also, we're going to share some holiday traditions I know that occurs in my family. And what else do we got on the list today? This is a good one. Who should Mariah Carey pass the torch to? Mariah Carey is the queen of Christmas, right? When it comes to Christmas songs, she has been the queen for so many years. And so I'm just out of curiosity, who do you think she should pass the torch to? So we got a lot on tap for you on this Christmas Eve episode here on the Arrington Gavin Show. As you all know, the Arrington Gavin Show, your go-to spot for sharp insights, bold opinions, and unfiltered takes on the biggest stories of the day, whether it's politics, sports, pop culture, or the latest buzz. Look, we're diving deep and keeping it real. So please do me a favor, kick back, stay informed, and get ready to join the conversation. Now, normally I always mention what we have on tap for the conversation, but I kind of went off the script here and mentioned what we're going to be discussing before I did the whole intro. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Christmas, all things Christmas. 'Tis the season to be jolly, 'tis the season to be rugged, 'tis the season to be everything, because as I mentioned earlier, 2025 has been a hell of a year. We've experienced the start of a second Trump term here in Washington, with Donald Trump at the realm and his new administration filled with so much drama and corruption and controversy, led by yours truly. And it's been a lot. We've encountered of course, tragic incidents on universities, college universities, uh folks losing their health care, folks losing their jobs, record government shutdowns. I mean, it's just so much stuff happening. But we're here just to forget about the bad right now, and we're gonna talk about all things great. We're gonna talk all things wonderful. We're gonna talk about just amazing things again to prepare us for Christmas Day, y'all. Christmas Day. As I mentioned, it's Christmas Eve, and we are going to have some fun today here on the program. So of course, y'all, I cannot move forward without thanking you all for your continued support of the Arrington Gavin Show. For those who are watching us right now on YouTube. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with family. I truly appreciate it. For those who are watching us on our Facebook page, please, if you have not done so yet, like, follow us so you can stay up to speed and updated what we got going on. I mentioned about following us on our or subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are growing in subscribers each and every day, as well as viewership numbers, and we couldn't thank you enough for your continuous support. What else do we have? You can also listen to us on the go wherever you listen to your podcast. We're available on all major podcast platforms, as well as on the radio airwaves. Shout out to our affiliates. One affiliate out in New Orleans, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about. Shout out to them. It's been a wonderful and just a thrill being a part of that historic radio station out there in New Orleans. You can tune into the Arrington Gavin Show weeknights at 7 p.m. Central Time, and that's on WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about. Then we're going to head over to the Houston area to Afro Vibes Radio, where you can listen into the Arrington Gavin Show Mondays at 12 p.m. Central Time. Mondays at 12 p.m. Central Time. Again, that's only on Afro Vibes Radio. And then lastly, we're going to head over to the Metro Atlanta area to WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk, where you can listen into the program 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, that's only on WDJY 99.1 FM. Okay, now that we got that going, this episode is all about Christmas time is near. You know, all the Christmas. I love Christmas. And it's interesting because really New Year's is my favorite holiday is over Christmas. And you're probably like saying, "What, Arrington? How do you like New?" I love it. It's hard to explain it right now, but I do love my second favorite is Christmas. And really Christmas and New Year's is tied up for me. I'll take it back. Christmas and New Year's is tied at the top. Why? Because Christmas, I just love everybody's mood. Now, I'm a people person. I'm an extrovert. I love to interact with people. I love to make new friends. I just love to, I love for the world to be happy and in a good place. And Christmas time, I would say, is probably the only time when the majority is just in a great mood. Even those that don't have much, even those that are the less fortunate, are still in a cheerful mood during the holiday season. Is something that it just oozes off, and I love it. I love Christmas time. I love waking up and which Christmas song am I going to turn to next? What's Christmas movie am I going to watch next? I just love it, y'all. I just love it. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about a top Christmas movie. We're gonna start it off first. We'll talk about because we're not really gonna do any commercial breaks here, but let's start off with our first topic today, and that is top Christmas movies. So I gathered a list here. I have two different lists I'm going to be going off of. So here on my notes, I have the top 100 Christmas movies of all time, created by IMDb. And then for those who are watching us right now, I'm going to display let's see here. I'm going to display this list from Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so now you got multiple lists here. So we're gonna start off with number one. Now, by a show of hands, well, I can't really see your hands, but number one for Rotten Tomatoes, they have the shop around the corner, a 1940s film, directed by Ernest Lubitsch, from a smart, funny script by Samson Raphaelson. The Shop Around the Corner is a romantic comedy in the finest sense of the term. The synopsis of this film is where Alfred Kralik, who's played by James Stewart, and Clara Novak, who's played by Margaret Sullivan, are employees at Matusik and Company, a general store in Budapest. Okay, so that's their number one. I've never heard of that one, never seen. Honestly, I don't think I will plan on seeing that film. Now, imdb.com has their number one as It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, that's their number one. And you probably say, Arrington, well, why are you not starting from the bottom and starting from number one first? I'll be honest, because in my opinion, the number ones are normally people's least favorite. The ones that are not ranked the highest are normally the best ones. Okay, if you want to debate me on that, go ahead, but normally the highest ranking ones are not the best ones, not the most memorable ones. So I start off giving you all the top that's the top ones from each of the categories. So It's a Wonderful Life, which I've heard about. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is an angel is sent from heaven to help a desperately frustrated businessman see the value of his own life. I've seen It's a Wonderful Life on other Christmas movies. Like, everybody talks about that. So I don't know if that's a number one in my book, but I guess for an older generation, they're gonna say, "Oh, It's a Wonderful Life." It's a Wonderful Life was also in the 1940s, 1946 to be exact, and it's directed by Frank Capra, stars James Stewart, Donna Reed, and Lionel Barrymore. So the interesting thing is, if I'm not mistaken, James Stewart also starred in The Shop Around the Corner. So that's two films where he ranks number one Christmas film. So number two for on Rotten Tomatoes, Meet Me in St. Louis, a 1944 film. All right, 1944 film, which starred Judy Garland. Now I know Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz, the original Wizard of Oz film. Uh, but this film is about when is a classic MGM romantic musical comedy that focuses on four sisters. Okay, now number two in IMDb is Home Alone, the first Home Alone. Now, I don't know about y'all, but Home Alone is my movie. First and second one, the top two are my favorite. Because they've made, actually, I think, close to six Home Alone movies. A lot of folks didn't know that. Home Alone is like six installments. But Macaulay Culkin, who's the original, right? He played in the first two, and then they had three, four, five. All the rest of them had different actors. Um, Now they have the first one as number two on IMDb. 1999 film. It shows an 8-year-old troublemaker mistakenly left home alone must defend his home against a pair of burglars on Christmas Eve. Now, as I mentioned, it starred uh, Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern. If I might say, I might have to say the second one might be my favorite one over the first one. And normally to it's hard to defeat the first movie, right? When they make sequels, it's hard to top the first one. Usually the first one is like, oh, nothing can top the very first one. But I would say for Home Alone, I think Home Alone 2 might be my favorite one. But that is ranked number no Home Alone, the first Home Alone is ranked number two on imdb.com. Now, number three on number three here on Rotten Tomatoes, you have The Holdovers. Now, I never watched this movie. This was a fairly recent film, was out in 2023. Uh, it was from director Alex Payne, and it follows a geology instructor. I don't know what the hell that means. Played by Paul Giamatti at a New England prep school. Uh, a beautiful, bittersweet. Okay, he remarks a satisfying return to from the director Alexander Payne. Okay, I mean, I might have to check it out. Stars as I mentioned, Paul Giamatti, Davine Joy Randolph, Dominique Sessa, Carrie Preston. I want to say this film was actually this won a few awards too. I think Divine Joy, is it or Dominique Sessa? One of the two was awarded an Academy Award for this film. I'm not gonna try and let me see here. The Hanover. Yeah. Okay, I was right. So Davine Joy Randolph, yeah, she won an Academy Award, I think, for Best Supporting Actress in that film. Um, yep, I was right. Best Supporting Actress in The Holdover. So I was right. Haha. Um, now number three on excuse me, on IMDb, they have Die Hard. So this kind of moves me a bit. This moves me forward in what I was gonna share earlier. Well, actually, I'll come back. I'll come back because I want to finish this part of the show, and I'll go back to that. So they have Die Hard at number three. To give y'all kind of a teaser of what I want to discuss later on. Um, I'll ask you the question: is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Let Give us your comments below, and let us know. But Die Hard is ranked number three in IMDb out of 100 freaking Christmas films, greatest films of all times. They have them at number three. You hear me? Number three. So let's go ahead and move it on. Let's see here. Number four on Rotten Tomatoes, we have Tangerine. Tangerine shatters casting conventions and its filmmaking techniques are don't want. Okay, after hearing that her boyfriend slash pimp cheated on her while she was in jail, a transgender sex worker and her best friend. Okay, I never heard of that one. I never heard of that one. That's a Christmas movie too. So that one is called Tangerine. Now that's on Rotten Tomatoes. Now IMDb has A Christmas Carol at number four. Christmas Carol, 1951 film. By the way, Tangerine was filmed in 2015. Miracle on 31st Street is Rotten Tomatoes number five of greatest Christmas movies of all time. 1947. I've heard of It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, excuse me, Miracle on 34th Street. I think they made a remake of that film, if I'm not mistaken. On IMDb, their fifth is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. By a show of hands, who do you think has the most accurate most accurate list? I'll tell you one. I think I like IMDb better than Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is a movie, movie critic site, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Uh, I do not. Yeah, I'm just going down the line. Okay, now we'll say, uh, Rotten Tomatoes has Die Hard at number 11 compared to IMDb has Die Hard at number three on the all-time list. Um, this is insane. I'm fast forwarding a lot through this list here because I'm just I'm kind of going down the line. Let me just I'm gonna read you the list of films to kind of speed this up because I don't want to keep you all too long here because I know you want to have some time to spend with your family. So I'm gonna go down the list for Rotten Tomatoes first, and then I'm gonna go down the IMDb list. So, Little Woman is ranked number six. Never heard of that film. As a Christmas movie. Never heard of it. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've heard of that one. I've watched a little bit of it. To me, that seems more like a Halloween than a Christmas movie. I mean, it has the scariness to it because hey, Nightmare Before Christmas. Obviously, they could give you more of like the you know goblins and this. I mean, even the front cover has Halloween pumpkins on it. So would you really say that's a Christmas movie? I don't know. Claus animation 2019 film. Never saw that one. Never saw that one. Have heard of it, but did not see it. Ranked number nine is Carol. Never seen that, but have heard of the film. Uh It's a Wonderful Life. See, they have It's a Wonderful Life at number 10 compared to IMDb, which had It's a Wonderful Life at number one. I mentioned Die Hard at number 11. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is number 12 on their all-time Christmas list. This is the interesting Christmas list. Arthur Christmas at number 13. The Apartment 1960 film as number 14. Little Women 1994 film. Tokyo Godfather, never heard of that one. Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, never saw it, but should. It starred Forrest Whitaker, Keegan Michael Key, Hugh Bonneville, and Anika Noni Rose. That's a David E. Talbert film. David E. Talbert is a very famous director, and he has done films. I mean, he's done a slew of very successful films, but very talented director. That was out in 2020. I should have seen that. Shame on me for not seeing that. Edward Scissorhands at number 18. That was a good movie. I haven't seen Edward Scissorhands in years. Did not know that was a Christmas film, if I might ask. I've never, it didn't dawn on me that was a Christmas film. Starred Johnny Depp, one of his, bizarre roles, as many as he's played. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. Never heard of that one at all either. That was ranked number 19. A Christmas Story at number 20. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, they tripping, y'all. They are tripping. Rotten Tomatoes, A Christmas Story at number 20. Ralphie, don't you're not gonna get that because you'll shoot your eye out. Oh my gosh, come on, y'all. Number 20 Rotten Tomatoes, y'all killing me. Better Watch Out. Never heard of that one. At number 21, spoiler alert. Number 22, ranked 22, Gremlins at 23, Trading Places at 24. Was that really a Christmas? See, here's another thing too. When these films take place during like the holiday season, does that automatically make that a Christmas movie? Because they got a lot of films here that I think is really suspect to consider Christmas. But Trading Places is a funny film that starred Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. I have to go back on that film. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang starred Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer. Let's see here. Never heard of that one either. That's ranked number 25. A Christmas Tale at 26. Elf at 27. Whoa, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that one. Happiest Season is number 28 on the list out of 100. 29 is Batman Returns. Ooh, that was a great movie. Did not know that was. I wouldn't consider that a Christmas film. Again, it during the season it was Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. This is gonna be a whole nother episode. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother episode on this. While You Were Sleeping, ranked number 30. Number 30 at number 31. Christmas Eve in Miller's Point. Number 32. The Man Who Invented Christmas. Interesting. Number 33, A Christmas Story Christmas. That was the long-awaited sequel to A Christmas Story that starred the original Ralphie, now grown up. Bad Santa at 34. No, okay, I can see that as a Christmas movie because it's in the title. Bad Santa. Starred Billy Bob Thornton, Tony Cox, Brett Kelly. The late great Bernie Mac was also in this film. Muppets. Let's see, Muppets. A Muppet Christmas Carol. Okay, who doesn't love Muppets? At number 35. Anna and the Apocalypse. White Christmas at 37. 38. You have Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas at 39. A Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. Santa Claus at 41. Let me kind of go to the ones that I do. The original, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, at 1967 cartoon film, at 43. Again, this list is hogwash, y'all. They are killing me with this. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at 45. Y'all killing me, Smalls. A Very Jonas Christmas Movie, did not see that. Let me skip over some of these. Christmas Carol, Charlie Brown Christmas at 53. This is crazy, y'all. I'm looking at a lot. Most of these films, I'll be honest, I have not heard of. National Lampoon at 64. You know, what we're not gonna do is disrespect these films here. What we not gonna do is disrespect these films because let me tell you something. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation is a national treasure. All right, in my honest opinion, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation is my number one. Okay, my number one favorite Christmas movie of all times. I'll give you my top five because I'm not going to give you the full rundown of this because the list is again it's 100 films. I'm not going to go. Well, yeah, I'm not going to go around. Okay, Best Man Holiday, 66. I think that's a great Scrooge, great film. 67. I don't believe that they should be ranked where they're ranked right now. Um, let's see here. Let's see here. Let me see what's number 100. Let's do this real quick. Candy Cane Lane at 100. Eh. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey, is 97. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all are a piece of work. Y'all are a piece of work. Let me tell you this. So let me give you my top five. My top five Christmas movies of all time. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation stars Chevy Chase. That's number one. Number two is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which starred Jim Carrey. Number three. mm, Number three, I would probably number three, I'll probably put Best Man Holiday. No, no, no. Take it back. Take it back. Last Holiday, starring Queen Latifah. That might be number three for me. Then number four, Best Man Holiday. Number five. Ooh, 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 ooh. Number five. Number five. I'll say A Christmas Story at number five. I would say, yeah, that is my top five list right there. Because here's the thing: a lot of folks put Elf as their top, which is, I mean, it's really I can't blame him. Will Ferrell is an iconic, he's a comedic actor. I mean, he's a legend when it comes to the world of comedy. It's a great film. It starred him alongside James Caan. Great film, great film. Wouldn't put it in my top five. Best Man Holiday showed, well, let me explain why each one is. So I'll start off with number five. Number five, A Christmas Story. Christmas Story, which the whole premise of the story was a young boy um who uh um who was always very bullied in school, glasses, never got what he want, this and that and the other, um felt like he wasn't accepted in places, right? In his house or school. And so it's like all I want is I forgot what it was. It was some kind of like toy shotgun or slingshot shotgun, something like that. And it shot little pellets, right? Little rubber bullets or like marble pellets, something like that. And so he's like, "Oh my gosh, this would make my day. This would make my day because I never get what I want. This and any other." And so he came from a blue collar family. Dad was a hard worker. I think mom was a stay at home wife. Had a younger brother who received more attention than he did. He got the better gifts too, because Ralphie wore that ugly pink fuzzy, fuzzy like onesie that he received from like his aunt or something. As I mentioned, he was bullied, but out of that whole film, he was just praying so that he can get that toy, that he can get that toy, and you know everybody from his mom all the way up to Santa Claus himself said, "You'll shoot your eye out. You shoot your eye out. You shoot your eye out." And so so finally his dad was the one that got it for him. With the mom not knowing, and the mom was like, "Why would you do that? That is dangerous, Ralphie. Why would you do that?" And so he received the gun. What does he end up doing? Christmas Day when he plays with it, he shoots his eye out, loses, breaks his glasses, thinks of a last minute lie. It was priceless from the throughout the whole entire film. Um, and then at the end of the film, I mean, there's so many key parts that y'all just have to see. But for how old it is, I mean, I'll say it. It's not like what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not busting anybody's bubble that hasn't seen it. You got to see it. But I'll just speak about parts of the film that is so iconic. For one, the father won this contest, right, and it's not receiving a cash prize. He received a lamp that was the leg of a very risque, a lady's leg in a stocking in heels, and it was a lamp, and he put that lamp front and center so all his neighbors can see. All right, so of course you had like the old school conservative folks like, oh dear heaven, look what he has there, oh my goodness. Then you have a scene where Ralphie swears, right, and dad hears it, tells his mom. You know how back in the day people used to take care of when kids said bad words. They got the soap. They said you're gonna put this bar of soap, hold it in your mouth for God knows how long, how worse the word is, how bad the word is, and then that was a moment. And then one of his friends tongue he licked a pole during like one of the coldest times of the year in his hometown. Tongue gets stuck. I mean, it was a priceless film. You gotta see it. It's called A Christmas Story. I remember TBS used to always have like a marathon on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, just replaying A Christmas Story, just replaying it. Number four I mentioned was Best Man Holiday. Now, Best Man Holiday was the sequel to the original film Best Man. Starred Tay Diggs, Terrence Howard, uh, damn, what's the other guy's name? No, Nia Long, Sanaa Lathan, Regina Hall. Oh man, wow? I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Morris Chestnut, and I'm forgetting a couple ladies' names. So hold tight as I pull up the cast real quick. It starred Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs, Sanaa Lathan, Regina Hall, Nia Long, Terrence Howard, Monica Calhoun, Melissa De Sousa, and Harold Perrineau. And what I loved about this film is because I love seeing films that ooze black excellence. This film, starred best friends who has been friends for years. All of them are very successful. And the first film was when one of their friends in the group was a professional football player, and he had just got drafted. He was a star. He was on his way to really make a huge name for himself. Was engaged, or he was married, and eventually he reads a book where it talks about how his best friend slept with his wife, the person that he's now want to live his life with forever. And from there, in that first film, their relationship was never the same. He still stayed with his wife, the one that had slept with the friend. And it's more to it, because you probably be like, oh no, she got to go, like why even stay with her? It was more to the story. Now fast forward to Best Man Holiday. They're all grown. The friend that's a pro football player is on his way to retire. I believe another one of their friends was a reality star. Another one is like the president of like MSNBC, or a news network. The one Tay Diggs character was a famous author, and he's kind of struggling financially right now. So it's like he needs to really, write this one good book about his best friend, who's like the Emmett Smith of their era now. And it's like, oh, if you make a book about him, or autobiography, this will bring you back to the top. And he's trying to, but he knows the relationship is so, it's not there. It's not there. It's a bittersweet film because one of the cast members is very ill, very sick. And so it's a wonderful film. It's funny. Laugh, cry so much in this film. Um, what did I say what my number three was? Oh, Last Holiday. Last Holiday starred Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah, who is a someone that is a loner. Okay, she doesn't really have uh a lot of friends. No man, wants a man, but has no man. She works at a retail store in her hometown, and like most retail stores, you have you have your folks that like to it was almost like I think to me will remind me her store reminds me of like Sears. Do y'all remember Sears? No. So Sears had a little bit of everything. They had kitchen appliances, home appliances, outdoor uh appliances. They even might do like some infuse a little bit of Sam's Club when it's like, hey, look, we got this new food. You want to test it out? You want to taste it out? Yada yada yada. And so she worked in that film, not making a lot of money, but she never spent, she never went anywhere, she never traveled. It was just her. She donated a lot of her time to her church. She was in the choir, and she is drooling over a coworker played by LL Cool J, who worked in a different department in the store. And again, now Queen Latifah's role, she wants to be like a Emerald Lagasse. That's one of her idols, Emerald Lagasse. She wants to be a famous chef. There's a scene where she is talking with LL Cool J, right? Again, she's very distracted, hits her head, and passes out. And then he takes her to like the company doctor in-house doctor. And he's like, okay, let's test. We're gonna do a CAT scan, which we're testing now. We just got a new machine. Let's use, but it should be work. It should work. So we're gonna test this out, make sure you're fine, and check the CAT scan. Yada yada yada. Once they check it, it shows that she has like what 3 months to live, maybe even 3 weeks. I don't even think it was 3 months. I think it was shorter than that. 3 weeks to live. And so she goes on this, has this emotional moment where she's like, "Wow, I didn't even get to do this. I didn't get to do that." She has almost like a vision board, but in a book, all in the book. She's like, I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to eat that. I didn't get to travel here. I didn't get to find love, this and that. So she's like saying, bump that. I'm going to the bank. I'm taking out all of my money, everything I have, savings, money markets, everything. Give it to me in my hand. And she's like, I'm going to spend it all before I die. And so she travels to this huge ski resort that has a famous chef that she is a fan of. And she just has a wonderful time. You have a lot of the elites that is trying to find out who is this woman? Who is this woman? That becomes a fan favorite to everybody in the town, in the hotel, which is a hotel that is $4,000 a night. Okay. And it's just a wonderful story because of course she finds out that she's not going to die. But it ends off with a very happy ending for her. You got to check it out. That one is called Last Holiday. And number two is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action film of the original cartoon. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas starred Jim Carrey, priceless, award winning, just the best Christmas film of all time. Like it's just so good. I mean, you know how the Grinch story went. I don't have to explain it, but Jim Carrey, one of his many talented roles that he has played, he destroyed this role with the face expressions, with the little jokes and comments. It was so good. And then my number one, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Why is this my number one? Not only is it hilarious, but it's something that occurs in every household, right? You have to he hosts Christmas at his home, and he has both sets of families, not parents, families. He has his parents. He has his wife's parents. He has his cousin Eddie, which Eddie he's a trip. Eddie, his wife, and his kids show up, and their dog. I mean, then plus he has his wife and his two kids, so they have a house full of people, and he's just trying to have the best Christmas ever, and it turns out to be a disaster and so much. It's a wonderful film. Please check it out. It's called National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. That is my top 5 films right there. Now, I'm not going to give you the list too much. I'm not going to give you the list of all these films here because I mentioned a good portion of them from Rotten Tomatoes, but I will say IMDb.com has a much better list in my opinion. in my opinion. Now, check out both lists when you get the chance. Rotten Tomatoes and imdb.com. Rotten Tomatoes top 100 Christmas movies, and then IMDb. I like IMDb better. That's just me, because what I was seeing up there was a bunch of you know what. So that's just me here. All right, now let's go ahead and we're gonna fast forward. And a big question, because we're gonna stay in the movie portion: is the film Die Hard a Christmas movie? All right, is Die Hard a Christmas film? Now, I will be honest. I say no. The reason why, well, let me first explain the film to you all. So the 1988 film that starred Bruce Willis, it it takes place where a New York City cop, a New York City policeman, John McClane, is visiting his estranged wife and two daughters on Christmas Eve. He joins her at a holiday party in the headquarters of the Japanese owned business she works for. But the festivities are interrupted by a group of terrorists who take over the exclusive high rise and everyone in it. Very soon, McLean realizes that there's no one to save the hostages but him. All right, y'all. This is an action film that took place around the Christmas time. Is this a Christmas movie? No, no. It's not a Christmas movie. Action movies are not Christmas movies, in my opinion. Action movies are not Christmas movies. Comedies, romance, that's all you need. Or just the story surrounding the Christmas time. Like I said, the Grinch. The Grinch, you had a Scrooge that hated Christmas, that to the end eventually loved Christmas. It talks all about Christmas. Christmas movies talks all about Christmas when it comes to buying the Christmas trees, the decorations, the this, the that. Not hostages, not terrorists, not action, not people getting killed and dying on Christmas. That is not a Christmas movie. Die Hard, I repeat, I repeat, I repeat, I repeat. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Okay? I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care if you dislike my comments. I do not care. It is not a Christmas movie. They got Die Hard and ranked number 3 on a Christmas movie. Shame on these people. I gotta talk to these people that create these lists, because that's ridiculous. 1989, and they made how many Die Hard movies did they make? They made what? How many? Let me see here. They made two, three. Wow, they made 5 plus a video game. Good for them. Still don't think it's a Christmas movie. Still, it's not. It's not. I don't care. I don't care how y'all feel about it, but yeah, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Sorry to break it to you. It is not. So let me go ahead and I'm looking what time. Let me go ahead and move it on. Well, and just before we leave too, that goes for other films, because I saw some other films that was uh in the category list of Christmas movies, like the Batman film that starred Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer. I think it was like Penguin and Catwoman. Not a Christmas movie. Not a Christmas movie. Nightmare Before Christmas, not a Christmas movie. Edward Scissorhands, not a Christmas movie, in my opinion. What are the films they had up there? Trading Places. That's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. I'm not sure about that. That's a difficult one right there. Yeah, I already mentioned Batman Returns. No. Yeah, I won't put that up there. There's so many other wonderful films that they're skipping over, in my opinion. So shame on them. Let's see. Okay, so now we're on the list of holiday Christmas songs. holiday Christmas songs. Now, let me go ahead and see if I can do. Okay, we're gonna pull a list of songs right here. See if y'all can see that. Perfect, perfect. All right, so here's the here is the top 100 Christmas songs. Okay, now I might not give you all 100 because for the sake of time, well, bump that. We know we're not rushing here. So at number, let me start off with at number 100 this time for you all because we all love a good countdown. So Under the Christmas Tree by Sam Palladio, and this is ranked by Spotify, by the way. Never heard of that song. Under the Tree, Can You Hear the Bells, and Catherine Dern. Not familiar with that one. Now I'm starting from 100 all the way up. Snow Angel by Eli Moore, Carol of the Bells, and Kamiluski. Ooh, sorry, can't pronounce that one. Peanuts, Hollywood classic theme, the Polar Express main theme, Speed Geek, The Very Best Day This Year, Jeff Megan, David Toby, Mark Armstrong. A lot of these folks. Oh, I'm sorry. I was not that. Ignore what I just read to you because that was definitely not the list. My bad, y'all. Can you see this list? Okay, perfect. So, okay, Cher and Stevie Wonder did What Christmas Means to Me at number 100. Believe from Josh Groban. If you just believe. That was a pretty good song. Anne Marie, think of Christmas. George Winston, Carol Bells, Michael Bublé, Blue Christmas, ranked number 95. Under the Mistletoe by Kelly Clarkson and Brett Aldridge. Number 93, Twinkle Lights. Okay. Merry Christmas, Everybody by Slade. Gabrielle Aplin, The Power of Love. Jingle Bell Rock by Blake Shelton. Who Would Imagine a King by Boudra. Okay, so that makes me think of the movie A Preacher's Wife that starred. That's another good movie. Dang. Well, it's not in my top. That might be number 6. That might be number 6 in my top 10. Preacher's Wife starred Courtney B. Vance, Denzel Washington, and the late great Whitney Houston. Whitney, I think, sung "Who Could Imagine" in that movie, and that was such a great one. Oh, love that. Might need to watch that. I'm gonna see if the family want to watch that one. Candy Cane Lane by Sia, Wish by Ava Max, Baby It's Cold Outside featuring Megan Trainor, starring Brett Aldridge. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Victoria, and I don't know, Alexander Despix. Faith Hill, Where Are You Christmas is 84 from The Grinch. Man, I gotta talk with these people doing these lists, man, because that is a classic film right there. Beautiful song too by Faith Hill. Bing Crosby, Little Drummer Boy, remastered 2006 version is ranked 83. Excuse me. The Christmas Song, my Sammy Davis Jr. at 82. Amy Michelle, Silent Night. Another Michael Bublé at 80. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Trans-Siberia Orchestra, Christmas Eve, at 79. Now, Everybody's Home for Christmas by Leah Hart. Luis Miguel, Santa Claus, Luego a la Cuanda, a la Suanda. I'm sorry, I'm not good at Spanish. 77. Christmas Saves the Year at 20. Okay, 21 Pilots. Never heard that one. Christina Perri, Merry Christmas, Darling. Stay Another Day by E17. 73. Joy to the World by Nat King Cole. Wow. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. 71 by Boris Karloff and Thurl Ravenscroft. Bing Crosby again at 70. Do You Hear What I Hear? Remastered at 2006. Crash Adams, Good All Year. Rest of Our Days, Ella Henderson. and is that Keon or Sion Ducrot? Dashe, Driving Home for Christmas, Mistletoe and Wine, Clifford Richard, Merry Christmas Everybody, Anne Marie, Maybe This Christmas, Michael Bublé and Carl Pierce, Mud, I never heard of that group or that artist, Lonely This Christmas. At 62, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays by NSYNC. Merry Christmas. Merry classic. All right. Kylie Minogue is It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus, the Jackson 5, at number 60. Official Christmas, Dan and Shay, 2,000 Miles, Pretenders, Macy Peters, Together This Christmas at 57. Britney Spears, My Only Wish This Year. I don't know if I heard that one. Indina Menzel and Michael Bublé, Baby It's Cold Outside at 55. Michael Bublé going on. He got a lot of popular Christmas songs. Sia, Santa's Coming for Us. Christmas is Cher by Cher and Darlene Love. Baby Please Come Home. Silent Night, again by Michael Bublé. That's like his 5th song he's included on this one. Look at that. Michael Bublé. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, yes. Pure Imagine by Griff, Michael Bublé. Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. The First Noel by Josh Groman and Faith Hill. This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. Very good, very good. 47, You Make It Feel Like Christmas by Gwen Stefani and her boo, Blake Shelton. Didn't care for that one, if I might say. Pentatonix, Hallelujah. Pentatonix is a wonderful group. Let me tell you something. They have been destroying the stage since they're awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. This Time of the Year by Kylie Montag. Winter Wonderland again, Michael Bublé. The Tenors, I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm. Okay, let's go. Oh Holy Night by Josh Groman at 42. Gene Autry, Here Comes Santa Claus at 41. 40, you got Run, Rudolph, Run by Chuck Berry. Dan and Shay comes to you again at 39. Take Me Home for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Shakin' Stevens. Kesha has Holiday Road at number 37. Blue Christmas by Elvis at number 36. Okay, I'm going to try and go through these a little faster here. We got Santa Baby, Kylie Minogue, Deck the Halls by Nat King Cole at 34. Your Christmas to Me, Sam Ryder. Teddy Swims, Silent Night. Teddy Swims is a great artist. Kylie Montag and Frank Sinatra, Santa Comes Home. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Frank Sinatra, Jingle Bells. Ava Max, Christmas Without You. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Christmas War Is Over. The remastered 2010 version. Underneath the Tree at 27. I would move Kelly Clarkson a lot higher, because Underneath the Tree has been heavily marketed, played around the place. That's a I don't know about 27. Paul McCartney and Straight No Chaser, Wonderful Christmas Time. Mistletoe at 25 by Justin Bieber. Ed Sheeran, Underneath the Tree. Santa Tell Me, Ariana Grande, Nat King Cole, The Christmas Song, Merry Christmas to You. The Drifters at White Christmas at 21. Number 20, Please Come Home for Christmas, The Eagles. That's my group right there. They sung that one. Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes at number 18. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over one. Number 19 is Raven Lene, Oh Holy Night. The Tenors, Feliz Navidad at 17. Dean Martin, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Wizard, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day at 15. DJ Play a Christmas Song by Cher. I didn't know Cher. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard something. Um, didn't know Cher did a lot of Christmas songs. Chris Ria at Driving Home for Christmas, Ed Sheeran and Elton John, Merry Christmas, Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Coldplay has Christmas Lights at number 10. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Michael Bublé. This man is like, wow. Uh the is that the Pogies and Kirsty McCall, Fairy Tale of New York, Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande, Santa Can't You Hear Me at number 7, Bob Helms, Jingle Bell Rock at number 6, Sia Snowman is number 5, Last Christmas, Wham, all right, Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree at number 3, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, the Queen at number 2, and guess who's number 1, y'all? Holly Jolly Christmas, Michael Bublé. Okay, so now let's go back. Let me go back here. By looking at this list, who, in your honest opinion, should be next after Mariah Carey? Who should Mariah Carey pass the torch to? Now, I say that because Mariah Carey has been dubbed the Queen of Christmas because not just one song, All I Want for Christmas, her whole flipping album has been on repeat, at least in my family, for decades. Okay, when it's Christmas time, ain't no Christmas without playing Mariah Carey. Now, I will say, after looking at this list, the 100 greatest Christmas songs of all time, ranked by Spotify, there's a few songs I'm surprised I didn't see up there. First song, Silent Night by the Temptations. It's not on this list. Silent Night by the Temptations. Are you out of y'all mind? How is the Temptations not on this list? Okay, so that's one. Two, Let It Snow by Boyz II Men. See, people, y'all forget there are R&B greats that are Christmas songs. Okay, Temptations, Let Us Know by Boyz II Men, Temptation, Silent Night, and Let Us Know by Boyz II Men should have been on this list. This is another song, and I'm let me see who it's by so I can give the man his proper due diligence. But this is a very sad song, but it's a very historic Christmas. It's a wonderful song by New Song. It's called The Christmas Shoes, and it's based on the film Christmas Shoes. It's sad, it's so sad, but it's such a good film. I would have figured that song would have been on there. Really, Temptations got more than just Old Silent. I think their whole Christmas album really should be up here. So this list really did me wrong by not having either of those individuals I just named up here. But after reading this list, seeing who should be the next kind of like queen or king of Christmas, I would bring up some names here. Kelly Clarkson, just because, and my wife could agree with me on this one. Kelly Clarkson's Underneath the Christmas Tree is played heavenly everywhere. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson, Michael Bublé. You see the number of songs that's ranked on this list. Okay, Michael Bublé. I'm sorry, and this is not my bias against country music because I like all genres. But Brett Aldridge, you've done a Christmas album. I think you've done multiple. I don't think you should try and compete with some of these singers when it comes to Christmas. It's not good. It's not working. Like, I haven't listened to any of his songs. I've seen him perform a lot for the Rockefeller Center lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just yeah. I wouldn't put him in the list of he can be a good replacement or the next king, or of Christmas. But I will say, between Michael Bublé and Kelly Clarkson, I will say those are maybe the top two. I don't know who would be the next, but those are definitely the top two that I would say Mariah Carey could be passing the Christmas torch to, right? When it comes to their songs and this and that and the other. I'll even throw another one. A lot of people love This Christmas by Chris Brown, which I did not see him on this list at all either. Come on, Spotify. Y'all are really slacking. So those are my three. Chris Brown. But see, in order to really be considered the king, see, you can't just have one song. Like, I feel as though Kelly Clarkson has multiple Christmas songs. Like, she has an album probably that can really compete. Same with Michael Bublé. Okay. Ariana Grande is pretty solid too. So I would probably have them be the next, just because they have multiple Christmas hits. Chris Brown, I believe, just has the one, This Christmas, and it's classic now. People love that version of This Christmas. But that's just me. So let's go ahead and last thing here. I want to speak with you all. Then we're gonna head on and enjoy the rest of the festivities, and I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your time with your family as well. So very quick, holiday traditions, y'all. Holiday traditions that I would say my family and I would do. We love to, the women, and even the men. We love the desserts. The food obviously is a huge thing. Whether if it's my mother makes these red velvet cookies with like the cream cheese ice in the middle. Chef's kiss. She makes these little mini pecan pies. Sometimes she puts a little bit of bourbon in there. Hello, like, we can't get enough of bourbon in this household. Let's see. My wife makes a very delicious pastries. I mean, she did a sweet potato cheesecake one time that is so good. She's awesome. She's awesome. She makes great holiday drinks. I will make a cider. Put a little fireball in it, maybe not a little. Okay, a bottle. Jeez, you got me. But I'll make a hot apple cider with cinnamon sticks, fireball. Another great thing. Make it in the crock pot. Beautiful. What else? Oh, of course, we gotta watch the Christmas movies, man. I mean, I gave you my list of top 5. We have to watch Christmas movies. Like, we're watching Christmas movies right now. We're playing Christmas music right now. We have those traditions that we will never ever end. Watch Christmas Eve service on TV as a family, and then we or go in person, and then we just enjoy ourselves. We enjoy the night and just keep it moving from there, y'all. So look, that is our family holiday traditions. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, y'all. Thank you for sticking with us here on the Arrington Gavin show. This is just a little quick follow-up, just a little quick record I wanted to do here on Christmas Eve for you all. So look, peace and blessings. Y'all take care. Merry Christmas. I will talk to y'all back on the 29th. We got a lot of stuff to talk about happening in our world. I wish I could talk about it today, but hey, this is catered to Christmas, so I didn't want to ruin it. But we got a lot of things to discuss that's happening in our world, in the world of sports, politics, pop culture, everywhere. We're gonna talk about it here on the Arrington Gavin show. So peace and blessings. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm out.
That's it for tonight on the Arrington Gavin Show. Thanks for tapping in and keeping the conversation alive. Don't forget, stay connected with us on all platforms. Follow at Arrington Gavin on Instagram, Blue Sky, and X, and subscribe to the official Substack for exclusive takes and deep dives you won't get anywhere else. We're here every weeknight, same time, same energy, same real talk. Until next time, stay bold, stay sharp, and stay true. That's what we do on the Arrington Gavin Show. Peace.